On Monday, Bugatti announced that one of its cars, a modified $3 million Chiron, was clocked at over 300 miles per hour on a test track in Germany. And that's the magic number that Bugatti and two other car companies have been chasing in the quest to build the world's fastest production car. But the claim is controversial. Some car enthusiasts say that if Bugatti's modified supercar is not sold to the public as is, did they really win the race to 300? Don Dahler's going to tell us.
Test driver Andy Wallace pushed the specially modified Bugatti Chiron to 304.77 miles an hour on Volkswagen's 5-mile-long test track in Germany. Volkswagen owns Bugatti as well as fellow exotic brands Lamborghini and Bentley. Immediately following the achievement, Bugatti's president, Stephen Wiekelman, announced they're retiring from the speed record business.
This world record is for all of you. However, ladies and gentlemen, this was the very last time for us.
But if the car was modified, can Bugatti really claim they made the first production vehicle to exceed 300? Road and Track editor-in-chief Travis Okulski says only if they start selling this version of the Chiron.
Right now, Bugatti has not announced any plans to build this car, but you'd think that they'd be real dumb if they didn't, because they'd be leaving a lot of money on the table and possibly the actual record for production cars.
The other guys in the game say the race to the record is still on. Last April, we visited one of them, Texas-based Hennessy Performance. They're trying to make a road-legal, everyday drivable production car capable of 300. In response to Bugatti's record, they tell us, the car Bugatti tested is a prototype and not a production spec car, and thus does not qualify as a true production car. Swedish supercar maker Koenigsegg, which held the previous speed record, agrees. We drove a production version. It was actually a customer car. Koenigsegg is hoping to make a run at the record within a year in a car anyone with, say $3 million could buy.
These cars are several $1 million, and people say, oh, you must make a ton of money on each car. Actually, no, we have normal profit margins on them, but they cost almost as much to make as we sell them for.
These are the rarest of creations made from the rarest of materials, carbon fiber and aviation-grade metals. Christian von Koenigsegg started the company from scratch in 1994.
Do you think the 300 is just this magic round number that gets people excited? Because it seems absurdly fast.
It is absurdly fast, and no one should ever drive that fast on a public road. But it is kind of showing what's possible. But just knowing you have this incredible machine with this huge performance span, this huge performance envelope is exciting. And it also shows what modern technology is capable of.
Is it important to be the first?
Well, I think it makes a bit of a difference, yeah, for sure. First to something is always exciting.
As for the first production car to go 300, Koenigsegg is betting on the Jesko, named after his father, who helped young Christian, barely into his 20s, go after a dream.
They got totally shocked at the press conference when we unveiled the car and it was his name on the car. It was a very emotional day for him and for me.
His tiny company hit the big time.
This is the Koenigsegg.
Popular British car show Top Gear vaulted the Koenigsegg from obscurity to international fame when its CCX set the track record.
It was like a springboard for bigger things, and we also noticed it in our sales. Our customer base grew, and we could develop the cars a little bit faster and take them to the next level.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And talk about the next level. This is the Regera, a 1,700 horsepower gas-electric hybrid that Koenigsegg says can reach 280 miles an hour with a single gear.
But you're not shifting.
No.
It's just one gear.
Yes.
One of Christian's inventions. Koenigsegg will produce 30 of these models a year in their factory on a retired Swedish Air Force base. They use the old airstrip nearby as a test track. But it is the Jesko that will take the company into the future and hopefully the record books in comfort and style.
Our goal was always to push the envelopes in all directions. We also wanted the car to be practical. With a decent luggage space, it should be pretty roomy. It should be safe with airbags and have a stereo. We even have cup holders.
So in the world of ridiculously expensive, ridiculously fast supercars, just how important are bragging rights? Okulski of Road and Track says, very.
The 300-mile-an-hour goal, is that the moonshot for car companies?
It's their Apollo. It is the moment where they can say, we've done something no one else can do.
For CBS This Morning Saturday, Don Dahler, Ängelholm, Sweden.
Yeah, it can go 300 miles an hour, but it has great luggage space, too.
It's going to have the
cup holders.
Cup holder for your coffee at that
It is amazing to think about.
Yeah,
it really
is.